Hey y'all, what's up? I hope everyone had a great day. My day is interesting, but that doesn't go without saying. And then my hair is a mess, so forgive me. Okay. So the beginning of Raw, I didn't really catch. Is that my baby? Yeah, hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Sorry, you guys. My baby gets abdominal migraines. So when he gets a migraine, he gets the headache, and then he gets real nauseous and he vomits, and it's like violent, and he'll do it 2 or 3 times, and then he'll sleep for like 12 hours. So he just was throwing up. Anyways, I hope everyone had a great day. I didn't catch all of the beginning of Raw. I came in Raw like 4 or 5 minutes late. So when I came in, Damien was talking to Gunther, and he was talking to him. I guess they were talking about the matches and stuff like that. And y'all know I tweet when I watch stuff. I had to watch it on my laptop, stream it from my laptop, because my sister has streaming services. She doesn't have a cable. So I'm watching on my laptop with my headphones in because my nieces are running wild. My son is in the room sleep because while I'm washing clothes over there, he sleep because he has the migraine. And all this is going on, and people are like, Priest came out to the ring because he didn't want to get cooked by Gunther like the last time. I told y'all that Gunther, man, is underrated when it comes to promos. He has, like, when it comes to action right now, currently, I will say that Dom got that. He got that down. But when it comes to, like, the mic situation for known heels, Gunther has that. I would say Jacob, you know what I'm saying? Because he's kind of considered a heel, depending on your perspective now. Like I said, depending on your perspective, because if your perspective is Roman told Solo he was the next tribal chief, thus he has the right to be the tribal chief, and Roman just doesn't like the way he's running stuff, so he decided to come back, then to you, Roman is the villain. If your thing is Roman allowed him to be tribal chief, but he told him not to mess with certain people, he did it anyway, so Roman's coming back to try to, like, fix stuff and stuff like that, or, you know what I'm saying, or try to end his dictatorship or whatever you think it is, then Solo is the villain. So I wouldn't, depending on your perspective, Jacob's not a heel. To me, he's not a heel. I love Jacob. But I just remember him, Priest telling Gunther, them two having it back and forth. That's all I remember. And then I remember Ludwig coming out there. And I was like, and you know, he always got to defend Gunther. Like, Gunther don't know how to talk. That's one thing Ludwig going to do. Ludwig is going to come out and insert himself, even if it has nothing to do with him. Just because he ride for Gunther like that. Excuse me. So, I'm sorry. Sleep is kicking in, like it normally is. What did Kaya just tweet? Sorry. I'm loving this. I'm gonna get on him. I'm gonna get on him too. Carrie just tweeted 22 minutes ago, am I supposed to be scared? Ha ha ha. Take your hocus pocus and blow it out your ass. Ooh. And he did that like on a TV thing. This is on Twitter right now. I'm on Twitter right now. So I'm like, That's baffling. It's not baffling, but social media has helped with a lot of people's character development and helped them um like express what they can express in 5 minutes on there. That's why I live for Twitter. I don't check it any other day like that. Like lately I've been watching, in between that I've been watching like, and I finished season 4 of Emily in Paris. And now I'm about to watch the live Avatar because I was a little skeptical because I'm such an Avatar fan. I watched it when it first came out, and I found Avatar Last Airbender in 2007 in a happy accident. Like, I was staying in Maryland, summer break from college. I have cartoons in the background to go to sleep on Nicktoons, and it just happened to come up, that and Danny Phantom, and I was like, this is interesting. Like, what is this? Happy accident. A complete happy accident. Yeah, so my back is itching now. Damien and Gunther was out here, you know, doing that necessary promos because I wanted to go back and watch it because I want to see what he said to him. I don't know what was said. I just remember said, was it Gunther? Did Priest tell Gunther or Ludwig? And he said, "You won't take your shot right here," because he said, you know, I'll lay your ass out. And I said, ooh. And then I said, not him with a Bad Bunny shirt on. I was like, it's the Bad Bunny shirt for me. Because y'all had a whole thing in Backlash a year and a half ago, and you got that man's shirt on. That's just like when Kevin Owens, every time he would come out there to fight Randy, he had on the American Dream Dusty Rhodes shirt. And I found that so hilarious because I'm like, y'all two are fighting over basically Cody's alignment with Roman, whom Dusty is his father, but Dusty helped like train and get Roman ready to be Roman. He already told me he got, so like that to me was hilarious. That to me was hilarious. So like him wearing that Bad Bunny shirt is funny. And then I saw that Dakota Kai after that, like, so of course, you know, Ludwig and Damien gonna have their thing. Damien, I think, is fighting Gunther next week. So that's gonna be interesting. But I heard that it was pre-taped because they are going to Europe, which I seen on the thing. And to me, surprisingly, okay, so I know every week or every couple of weeks I go and check on their website to see when they're gonna be around where I live at, or I could go somewhere where like my son has family, like Florida. My mother and my brother-in-law are there. I'm from the DMV, so I could go to like DC. All my family's there. They're in Philly. I can go one of those, but I don't want to go to Philly unless I have to. And then his dad stays in Nashville. So, you know, like I'm in the North Carolina area, so we've been to Charlotte, and we've seen our first thing in Charlotte. We've been here in Raleigh. I bought tickets to one in Greensboro, got sick, so. But I just get an email like they're having Raw February 17th, literally a week before my son's birthday. And I was like, oh, so now I'm like, when are the Rumble tickets coming out? On the screen is like Rumble tickets on Friday. I like, thank you, Triple H and them, okay? Because I've been waiting. Now I asked my son, like, what you want to do now since Raw is coming to Charlotte the week before his birthday, and he like, I don't know now. Like, we went from WrestleMania, which is out of the cards for us because the flights are expensive as hell. I still got a room booked, but the flights are expensive as hell. Then we went to Rumble because that's my son's favorite PLE. I said, you can do whatever you want for your birthday, because for us in my house, Christmas is a thing. We still decorate. We do that. It's a big thing, but we focus on the meaning of Christmas more. So he gets like maybe 4 at the most like 3 big gifts from me and his dad. The rest of the gifts is from like other family members and stuff like that. But his birthday is literally almost 2 months, like 2 months later, February 24th. He gets whatever he wants on his birthday. And then he's my only child, so he gets stuff throughout the year. So most of the time during Christmas, he doesn't really want anything because everything he asks for, and most of it be like Robux and stuff. Like, my son don't be, if it's not sports, if it's not soccer, basketball, WWE related, or video game related, like my son is not checking for it. So we're going to see. We're going to see. Because I know he likes to rumble, but if we can get to, which we can, if we go to Charlotte, soccer season doesn't start yet. The only thing about them being there that weekend is All-Star Weekend is that weekend in San Diego, because if it wasn't, I could take him to a Hornets game that Saturday or Sunday, and then we could go to WWE that Monday, and we'll just take off that Tuesday from school. Like, I could get him out of school early like I did last time. But we'll see. So then they showed Damage Control. So then Damage Control came out. And then they showed Dakota. I said, oh. So they was talking about, I was like, oh, she back. Because I don't know why. First of all, them 4 months went quick as hell, first of all. Second of all, I thought she was going to be out longer than that. I ain't trying to put, like, longer injuries on people. But I could have sworn I thought she was going to be out longer than that. Then when I saw her hair, y'all know, even though I'm letting my scalp and stuff breathe, because braids and stuff can mess up your edges and all that. So, I was going to, so I seen her hair. I was like, and I was like, I love the wig. Like, I love her hair. Okay. And then I saw a glimpse of her gear, and I was like, I love their gear. And then I was like, her wigs came a long way. Because when she had the Neapolitan wig, I hated that wig. The wig with the jump, with the split, and then like it was mostly black on this side. And then it had, I don't know if that was light pink or white, and then it was regular hot pink. And I was like, why? Who told her to do that? Like, I don't like that at all. Then she went from that to the wig with the bangs with streaks of pink, which I didn't mind. But that one big blotch of, like, it wasn't even blended. Like, the wig wasn't blended well. I hated that wig. And then, so I'm like, who are they fighting? I was like, well, it's only 3 of them, so it got to be PFC. Am I saying that right? PFC. Because remember a couple weeks ago, I was like, Damage Control got beef all around. And I was like, low key, if they write their stuff right, and they let them do their promos in Japanese, we had something here with Damage Control. Because I'm like, they still got beef with the Meta Girls. They got beef with StormiEST Duo. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's really not beef. That's really like, we want your titles type situation. They got beef with Pure Fusion Collective. And then I was like, they got beef with, they had beef with the, my favorites. The, Katana and Kaden. But then they all teamed up, I think. I think they teamed up to do a 5v5, if I'm not mistaken. Or they were with Pure Fusion, something like that. And then I was like, so if they do this right, they could do it. You know what I'm saying? So, they, you know, they ended up fighting Pure Fusion Collective. I don't know. I can't get with them. And to be honest with you, Zoe, they attach her with different people. I don't have nothing against none of them. Like, Zoe, they attached her to different people. Depending on who she's with, the storyline could get good. Like, when she was with Trish and attached herself. At first I was like, what the hell? But then it was like, okay, it's a new girl on the roster, attached herself to a legend. She wants to learn stuff like that. Then it ended with her and Trish having a match, which I'm not mad at. Then they attached her to Shayna, and they had a little bit of run, and they was low-key on fire when they had all them tag teams on Raw and was showcasing the women like that, when they had like Ivy and Maxine, and they had like Tegan and Natalia, and then they had Kaden and Katana and Chelsea and Piper. Like when they had all of them, it was working well. And then when they split half of them up, some of them up, put them in SmackDown, and then split like Maxine and Ivy up, it was like, okay, so what are we doing now? Then with Sonya, to be honest, the past couple years, and I've seen some of her stuff in the past as well. The past, her persona really don't do it for me. And I think for me, I liked her when she was a tag team champion with Chelsea. Like so far, like I didn't like her prior to when she had that beef with Charlotte. I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on, because I was like, the matches be decent, but the promos and stuff suck. Like, what are we doing? I was trying to figure that out, and I'm like, we got the best in the bit. And I can't remember if I mentioned this last week. So I was watching the pivot with Seth Rollins. I think I mentioned this, and he was talking about how they asked him like, who is that person that makes like who is that person that you feel like I'm not saying it verbatim, but like the person that can make anybody look good in the ring. Anybody. And he was like, me. And I said, I 100% agree with that. And I think I did say that on Friday. I said, because if you are in a match with Charlotte, or if you're in a match with Seth, and it doesn't look good, okay? Because I'm like, even though Cody and LA and Bianca are like the faces right now, I've seen matches with Bianca, and she's good at what she does with other women sometimes, and I'll be like, it was all right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, and low-key, Nia's getting like that too. Nia is getting like that where she could be in a ring with just about anybody, and it's a good match. She's been doing really well with that. And that's a gift, because a lot of people can't. It's rare you can do that. It's rare to take. You can be with a Hall of Famer or a pro or GOAT, and then you could go also with someone that just hit the main roster like yesterday, and still make the match look good. Like, that's a skill set, and everybody don't have that. Okay, so but Pure Fusion Collective and then Damage Control ended up winning. I missed the part where they was talking when Pete came out, and he was confronting Truth about you going around calling people to have people call me the other name. He was like, basically, what's up with that? Because Kofi was talking the truth about Woods, and Woods was like, so what is we talking about? Like, he heard it. So Kofi had inserted himself and was like, yo. And he was like, you trying to make it busy? He said, any business you got with Truth, you got with me. And Woods made this little face and then walked off. I was like, okay. Because he was like, oh, he speak for you now? He was like, no, he don't speak for me. And then he was like, not Woods. Truth was like, this is going to get interesting. So, who, he said, if I Pete, he said, it's Butch you got to worry about. And I was cracking up, but I was like, he ain't lying though. I said, because when he was in, I don't know what he was like before, when he was originally Pete. And I was like, but when he was part of the Brawling Brutes, I was like, he seemed more hardcore. And I was like, he was getting there with Tyler Bates, but Tyler's injured. And I was like, I feel like they would have been a good tag team. Like, it would have been a whole different situation with that. But I was like, couple of factors. Okay. Truth is hilarious. One, Woods got that little devil with the smirk. That's cute. And Kofi is Asian, like fine wine. Gay. Still fine. But gay. So then I had to catch that on a recap on Twitter because I was like, when did that happen? Okay. So then Bronson Reed, I forgot what happened. Bronson Reed comes out. I think it comes out on the talks and stuff on the mic. And then Seth comes out. And then all the security come out. And Seth got on the green pants. Like I said, every time he wear green with some gold or something, he gonna end up winning. That's just me. That's just my conspiracy. But he came out. All the security came out to separate them. I said, first of all, my little bow. I said, I don't know why y'all do this every week. Y'all can't hold these people back. Like, let them fight, okay? Let them fight. Y'all can't hold them back, okay? Where my Hirachis at? I had some orange Hirachis to match my orange shirt. Now I can't remember if I put them up on I don't see them on my shoe rack. But so yeah, he go back to Adam and he was like, yo, I need this match. Like, I need this match. And I can't remember if he said, yeah, they're gonna have it, or no, like next week, or if it's gonna be Survivor Series. Because that's in what? Survivor Series is in 2 weeks. Yeah, that's in 2 weeks. So I'm like, I don't know. Something might happen next week, but they don't even get to that match, and then it ends up being a match on Survivor Series. But so then they showed Jay and Sami over there talking about what he did, and that threw me. That him wearing red again throws me, because I'm like, we went through a whole year and some change of this man wearing blue. Now he back to wearing red. It don't even look right no more. Like, and I'm like, then he got the red Yeet glasses, and I'm like, oh my God. All I can think about is that Tekken battle that started that whole thing almost a year ago. What was it, a year? Yeah. And then he ended up getting the Soldier Boy glasses. I was like, that's hilarious. And I was like, that just goes to show you how much fashion a person can influence fashion and turn the negative into a positive. Because I'm like, they was making fun of him like hell with them glasses on when they had them Tekken battles, and he couldn't see. Even his brothers was was going on him. They was joning, or what y'all say? Some people say, razzing or frying or whatever you want to say. Wherever, it depends on where you're from. But I was like, they was going on him, and then they was saying, and then he was like, he gonna buy some more different colors. I was like, the hilarious part is he took a pair of them jumps and put things, and they start selling them. I was like, he getting paid off of that now. That's just like when y'all people was making fun of Pharrell in that hat, and they said he looked like he took the Arby's sign and went like this on his head. And I was like, and then everybody in the world, LeBron and everybody was wearing that bucket hat thing. I was like, it became a world phenomenon. Or like when Cassie decided to shave the one side of her head, and half of the girls in the world was walking around bald-headed, and y'all thought it was cute. And then Lala Anthony took it a step further because she shaved hers and put designs on the side. She basically had the belly. What belly got now is what Cassie was doing. What was that? 08? 08? Fashion. That's crazy. But they was talking, and then Jimmy came with his little jacket, whatever. I don't know what the beef is still with him and Sami. I guess he don't trust Sami or whatever. And they said, like, we need a 5th member. And they was like, don't nobody like us on Monday or Friday. So he was like, I got somebody, hold on. So I said, are they getting somebody? I was like, the only day left is Tuesday. So I was like, is it going to be Trick? Is it going to be Javon? The only other person I could think of was Cedric, but I was like, nah, they beat him up too. So I was like, Jay cool with Trick. And I was like, Cedric out. Ashante out because they beat him up before B-Fab went with Street Profits. So I was like, they out. And then I was like, them teaming up with West would kind of be like, I don't know, I guess a conflict of interest because he wants the NXT championship and him and Trick is like kind of beefing a little bit. So then Sami went to, I think he went to Seth first. And he was like, I know, you like brother, whatever. And Seth was basically like, look, yeah, and he was like, I know Roman more than better than both of y'all. He said, any of y'all. He was like, it's crazy to me how I done put my body on the line in April to help stop this man. And y'all want me to team up with this man to build him back up so he could be even more terrible? Hell no. I said, okay. I said, why would y'all think he could? I said, and then he told y'all a couple weeks ago that that it seemed like the band was getting back together. He has thoughts on that. He wasn't going to say nothing. Okay? And I said, I want to hear all sides of that. Like, for me, if I was Seth, Roman and Jay getting back together wouldn't be as big of a deal because they're family. But, like, Cody teaming up with Roman after I done teamed up with you and we done had this history of beef would have been like, I'd have been giving everybody else a side out. Him, Sami, all of them. Okay? Randy for defending Cody. Like, if it was a War Games and it was like starring Kevin Owens, Seth would be on Team Kevin Owens. I already know it. Because he the only one that's sticking to his guns. He ain't teaming up with none of y'all. He don't like the new bloodline. He fought the old bloodline. And then Seth will be over there because he be like, what the hell are y'all doing? Like, I done helped dismantle the old bloodline. Then y'all got a new one. Like, why would I? Okay. So, I was like, I'm surprised that's who Seth went to because he was like, you the only person. I meant Sami because he was like, you the only person left. And I was like, So people are like, it's gonna be Cody or Zilla or something like that. Somebody said Ric Flair or something. So excuse me. I was like, it's not gonna be Zilla because that man just won 3 belts. And then he also said he's been doing it, what, a year or a little less than a year? He want to gain some more experience first. And he said this is based off an interview. I seen him in. I think it was Muscle Man Malcolm. I think. Well, it might have been Denise. But he said he knows that the family and the home team is with WWE. And he said he might be the one to go the different route and go to AEW. He said he don't know yet. He had to weigh his options if he was offered whatever they was going to offer him. But he said, he personally don't feel like he ready yet, which is fair. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to come to real terms with yourself. Yes, if I was a prospect for WWE and I know I'm good, okay, and I only been doing it for a year, I know that there's always room to learn and grow. And yes, some of that growing and learning is not going to happen until you in it, like the main roster or NXT or whatever. But at the same time, if I feel like it's minor things, just sign me up, okay? If I feel like it's some major things, okay, like certain, like how to cut certain promos or how to even do something simple as like stepping into the ring or having my signature like pose or something when they come and the camera's in my face, or you know what I'm saying, or a signature move, or I can't even get a basic move down, then don't even consider me in the running. Like, you gotta be real with yourself when it comes to not certain stuff, everything. Like, I know we bias towards us because it's us. It's us as individuals, and we gonna bet on ourselves. But you guys sit there and really evaluate your life and be sitting there like, now, am I really ready to be in this position right now in my life? And if the answer is no, that's cool. Keep working towards the goal, okay? Keep working towards the goal, but just realize it's not time yet. And if the answer is yes, then go ahead to the main spot you're supposed to be at. But I don't know. I don't think it's Zilla. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, it could be. Hell, it's my favorite PLE Survivor Series. So we don't know. Now, I wish Survivor Series was the 2-day one over SummerSlam, and I done gave the matches to y'all and told y'all what I would do if it was 2 days. I told y'all, okay? Survivor Series to me would be the biggest thing outside of WrestleMania. If it was me, it would be a 2-day situation. It would be a 2-day situation. SummerSlam. When did SummerSlam start going to be in stadiums? Was that about 3 years ago? In 2021? Because before that, I was looking at old SummerSlam from from 2000. 2000 or 2001. And they were still in arenas. Like basketball arenas. So when did it, and I know that WWE is growing. So that's also a big factor. But I'm like, when did we start going outside? Not like we don't need to do that, but I was just curious. I just want to know. Because like for me, SummerSlam would be if we have WrestleMania every year. Okay? I'm at Survivor Series. And Survivor Series, WrestleMania is the Super Bowl. Okay? Every year. You need something. That's why I say Survivor Series to me is perfect because it's 6 months. What, about 6 months? 6, 7 months. Between that and now. So if someone held the title at WrestleMania, they could lose it Survivor Series. That's why I was like, Survivor Series could be a big thing. But we have it on SummerSlam, which is about 3.5, 4 months after, which is a third of the year. Yeah, third of the year. I had to read. I'm sitting there doing stuff in my head. Okay, so like for me, Survivor Series would be a 2-day thing. So like now, since we got the mid-card jump, it would be day 1. Boom. Okay? We will open up with the women's Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT like they used to do. Okay? Then we would have I'm going to say we would have the men's, the Undisputed Universal Championship on the line after that. And then we would have the women's tag team titles on the line. That's match 3. Okay. Then we would have the IC title. That's match 4. Okay. And then we will have the women's I want to say the women's SmackDown title. And then we would have War Games. They got enough people on the roster to do it. They could use everybody in the roster. That's day 1. The men's War Games will end it. Then the day 2 will be the men's Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. Then it would be trying to think of what I didn't say. Then it would be the Raw World Title Championship. Then it would be the Women's U.S. title. Then it would be the Men's U.S. title. Then it would be the Raw Women's Championship on the line. Then it would be the Women's War Games, or vice versa. Day 1, day 2, boom. That'll sell out. Okay? And that means everybody on the roster will get utilized, because if we haven't seen them and they not in the War Games or in the championship match, they going to be on that Raw vs. SmackDown vs. NXT match. And then you have 5 or 6 matches both nights. So it'll be about 3 hours each night. Okay? 3.5 hours. Do the little press. Quick press. Press after. We ain't got to do the whole after show. Okay? Like we start doing now. We could do that in between, like how NXT did with Halloween Havoc. Do like that for Survivor Series, or don't do that at all. And then after that, had a little 20-minute press conference. And then day 2 after that had a 20-minute press conference. Day 2, if you want to do the little after show, you can, because we on day 2. You know what I'm saying? But save that for the second day. Like, that would be a whole thing. Like, Survivor Series would just be 1 day, regular Survivor Series. But, I meant SummerSlam. But Survivor Series would be 2 days. Like, if I did it, it would be just like that. Okay? Because, for me, the U.S. title for the women on SmackDown is the same as it's like a tag team mid-card jump. Because it's more women on Raw. Well, it was when it was 3 hours. I don't know how many is on there now. It might make sense, it might not. I'm just saying stuff. But I've been saying that like for a couple months. And then so then Damien fights Ludwig. Ends up winning. And then Gunther comes out. The thing for me is this. I'm like, now Ludwig, we know, losing more matches than when he wins. Gunther's all about excellence and all this. You pulling your weight in Imperium. I'm trying to figure out why he got rid of Giovanni Vinci and not Ludwig. You see what I'm saying? Gunther's been the only one to hold title. And if we're not going to use Giovanni, if he's on SmackDown, send him to NXT like I did Ridge and Shanti and said. All of them are getting TV time. All of them. Some people, I feel like, even though they're talented enough to be on the main roster, with the way that the storylines and stuff are going, they low-key just need to stay and fit in NXT. Now, unless we're going to have another day where we do another day of broadcast, or we're going to make all of these things longer. You know what I'm saying? So I know NXT has what, Level Up or 2.0 and stuff like that. I don't know if that's for the people that's coming in that NXT that's developing, or if it's for like people that's on the roster right now. But if they have that and you send like Giovanni down there because he's not being used, you can send Apollo back down there. If y'all not going to use him, y'all can send, excuse me, Legado de Fantasma, LWO down there if y'all not going to use them for a little bit, so that way they can get TV time. And then have WWE show them on like Peacock live on a Saturday or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they can get their time. Because if we don't see them, we'll know. You know what I'm saying? We forget. Because I'm like, or they'll end up getting cut, just like how Baron did and Indy did. Because I'm like, they called up Dijak, Kiana James, switched Tegan to SmackDown, and moved Baron up to NXT. I'm like, Baron is gone, Tegan is gone, Dijak is gone, and Kiana wasn't even on TV, and she injured. Like, so if they're not gonna fit into a story, or if they're only gonna be on 1 or 2 stories to fit into somebody else's storyline, you can still keep them in NXT. Just bring them up for that part of the storyline. Just send them right on back. You know what I'm saying? But I wonder how this match is going to go next week because Damien lost to Gunther. That's why Gunther has the championship. So we'll see how that goes. So then then after that, I went to go check on my son. I don't know what happened. I just saw the new Judgment Day, Finn getting up in Dom's face. And Finn getting up in Dom's face and saying something. And then he was like, they broke up, was like, hey, we Judgment Day. He was like, well, how about representing for me and JD, you and Carlito go fight against the War Raiders next week? And he was like, okay. And Carlito's like, wait, what? And I said, War Raiders gonna kill them. I was like, they gonna get pushed. And I said, after this match, and if they give War Raiders the title, I said, Finn done with them. I said, I see him injuring or hitting somebody. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be done with them. Because he's one of the original 3 of Judgment Day. And I'm not including Edge. I'm talking about after Edge. The 3 he recruited before Dom came. And I'm like, the other 2 done left. Rhea's out for God knows how long. And Damien's doing his own thing. And Finn he's just there. Somebody had put up on a thing on Twitter, was like, these titles right here, and they were showing the Raw's tag team titles. They was like, they're irrelevant now. And I was like, because honestly, with Raw, you don't, right now in the current state it's in, none of the titles are relevant. If we gonna keep it 100. The only title that might be relevant is the one Gunther got right now. Because tag team titles fluctuate between the women, which is cool. Know what I'm saying? Finn and JD can have beef with whomever without titles. Just like Liv can have her beef without her title. Even if she loses today, she can still say she's the first other woman to hold that Saudi title, whatever. Her and Raquel can have beef with all these women without the title. They don't even need it. Like, and then the thing with her and Rhea was dragging out so much. Somebody was like, they could have this beef without the title. And I said, they really could. At this point, the title is irrelevant. Because now it's not even to the point where I want my title back. Yes, that's part of it. But it was more so, I'm going to whoop your ass. Like, regardless. Sorry. It was more like that. Like, all right, I got you. Don't get too comfortable over there thinking you cute, because when you least expect it, yeah, I'm about to beat the brakes off you. That's what Rhea was given, okay? And that's what, okay? She was gonna tell her to square up on sight. So that was that doesn't really need a title. Bron won the title back, but outside of like recent, just now, he be picking fights with people. He kind of like Carmelo in that way, the way he says stuff or the way he attacks certain people. He could do all that without the title too, because he was doing that like that for a while. And then Gunther is just Gunther, because like Seth and Bronson's having a great thing right now, and they ain't got not near a title. No titles on the line. And I'm not saying that every like story has to have a title to it, because when we were growing up, some of the best things I think were titles attached. It was just rivalries. But like, I love the fact that the rivalries are getting so good that you don't need a title to have a good one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just good. Okay? So, Kofi ended up, I missed that Kofi fought Pete. Pete ended up winning. But at one point in time, Woods was out there sitting on the side. And then, I don't know what happened. That's what I was like. And then he came out, was like, he's like, why you arguing with me? You need to handle your business. Pete ended up winning. Kofi got frustrated. Kofi pushed Woods. And then they was arguing. And I said, oh, okay. I was like, people was like, I don't know if they're going to make it to 10 years or the little celebration. Because I honestly thought that celebration was this Monday. I'm guessing they're pre-taping it for next Monday. But I was like, I guess. And some people are mad. I'm not necessarily mad at the pre-tapes, depending on the reaction of the crowd. If you get what I'm saying. Like, when someone I follow went to the one in Brooklyn, they was like, I guess it started at 6 instead of 7:30. And they were already on show number 2 while we were still looking at show 1. Which is fine. I have no problem with that. It's just that if you know that it's going to be a longer show, please keep the energy the whole time of the show. Like, our reaction sometimes depends on the crowd. Just like the energy of the crowd, the wrestlers love and depend on a lot. That's what our reaction, you know what I'm saying? So, I be like, some of the stuff like in the past has been, I be like, that reaction was real lackluster. Like, and I wanted to make sense. Don't do that before no PLE and then have no live interview like y'all did with the Saudi situation, because that didn't even make sense. Like, y'all should have just shot SmackDown on Saudi on Friday and just showed it to us later. Because for them to have that live thing at 1 o'clock on Twitter and YouTube talking about, oh, y'all about to work together to have this match. And I was like, wait a minute. Like, when do we get to that part? And then they show later on that day. Like, we knew it was coming, but we didn't know how it was going to work out. You know what I'm saying? So to watch it later on that day, the pre-taped of the SmackDown, and then they showed him, and they showed him hugging. I was like, okay. And I was like, now, if we knew this part was pre-taped, why would y'all have like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would y'all have that live part before it? And I know y'all been doing that for certain PLEs, but don't do that. Make it make sense. Because I was like, I was confused as hell for a couple of stuff. And I was like, wait, what? Like, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. That's why I liked when they did Raw and Saudi. Because I was like, I hope Raw is not pre-taped either. Because I'd have been like, wait, what is happening? Because when they said they was adding Seth to the 4-way contenders match, so I was like, did they already pre-tape this? And then when they showed them on site, I said, thank God. Like, I can't. And it's like, oh, this is pre-taped Sunday. I said, I don't care. It was still taped after Crown Jewel. So it's like a genuine reaction. And it makes sense to have like a Crown Jewel event, and then everybody knows the outcomes, which a lot of the wrestlers do. But then we're taping something for this week for like Raw. And then we'll be like, okay, we're about to take the next Raw. And this is after the PLE. And then we're getting stuff happening. And the audience sitting there because they don't know how to react. They confused as hell. Like, so it'd be like a whole what? It's a whole week. It was like, you done had SmackDown. You done had Crown Jewel. So we don't know what happened on them 2 shows. So we don't know how to react. Like, it was crazy. It was weird. Like, don't do that no more. That was. So then, Braun Breaker was talking, I think, to Jackie, and she was talking about how she went up to become the speed champion. He was like, he wanted to add more trophies to his case or whatever, and he had the IC title on him, and he was like, it's crazy that I'm the fastest athlete here, and I couldn't win the speed champions against Sheamus. And I think, or something like that. So he had said something crazy. Excuse me. Sheamus basically called him arrogant. It was like, you think you gonna get this title? He said, I thought the same thing with John. He was like, how about you put your title up? Because I'm trying to get the one title that eluded me. And I had to reevaluate my life, because I was sitting there like, I thought he used to be the IC champion, or was he the US champion? Because I was like, so what is that match that him and Damien had a title match for at SummerSlam in 2021? Because I was like, was that the U.S. Championship? Or the IC one? Because I was over here reevaluating my life. And, matter of fact, I was a U.S. title. Okay. Because he was like the one thing that eluded me. And I was like, what? Like, I was confused as hell. I'm trying to tell y'all, when my mind, I think, was more so on mommy mode than it was on Raw at this point in time. Because I think it was the first time my son, I was driving home. So I had to like take the hampers and stuff, take him down 3 flights of steps, the detergent and stuff, because normally my son would help me, but he's not feeling good. Take all that stuff down, put it in the car. Then, you know, make sure he gets enough light where he can see, but not enough where it makes his head and stuff hurt. So I was like, I had to wake him up. It's like, Pooh, we're about to leave. Put your shoes and stuff on. Grab his phone, grab my keys. Told my sister and them goodbye. My nieces and them was going to bed. Went down to the car. He put his seatbelt on. He had 3 plastic bags. In case he threw up in a slew of tissue so he could blow his nose. He went to sleep in the back seat. I got USA on my phone in the cup holder, listening to it while I'm driving. That's bad. And I'm like, you know, I can't pay attention because I'm driving. So I had to text all my thoughts or tweet all my thoughts when I got home, because I was like, I don't text and drive. That irks my nerves. Like if it's that important, pull over. But I used to could do it with the T9, because I could do it with one fan, and that's how old I am. I could do it, but now it's the regular keyboard. I'm like, I can't do that. I was skilled back then. But he was Sheamus said something. He said, I ain't understand nothing you said. And then he was like, all right, old man, since you want to fight, we gonna fight. And I said, this gonna be a good match. And I said, Braun Breaker is strong and young, but I was like, don't let Sheamus be fool you because he older. I'm like, he powerful as hell. Okay. And then I was saying, this is how you know Sheamus is a vet, and he's a good vet, a popular vet at that. So I'm like, he been gone since after the match with him and Edge, all the way up to what? September? Was a year almost? When he come back? Was it September or August? Something like that. No, it was before that. I'm gonna say July, maybe at the earliest. So he was like 9 months. 9 months, 8 months. Been gone. As soon as he came back, they slid him right into the mix of things. That's how you know you are good at what you do. You keep solid relationships at work, no drama, stuff like that. They like you back, and you're a great vet. I'm about to say, what is that? It's a message. You're a great vet, because as soon as he came out, he had a couple of matches and people was talking about how he was overweight because he wasn't in ring shape and stuff like that. And now he going for the IC title. I think he done fought in a couple fatal 4-ways and stuff like that. Like, he got slid right in. Okay? That's just like when Naomi came back. And people was like, oh, she gonna have a couple matches and then they gonna forget about her. No, ma'am, they did not. Okay? And then they, and then, I think I cut myself. And then when Charlotte come back, they gonna do the same thing. They gonna alter the women's stuff and slide her right on in there. It's certain people they do that for. Other people, they might show them once or twice, I feel like, or maybe a couple times, 3 or 4 times, and then we won't see them no more for a little bit. But like, Sheamus been on Raw almost every week. I ain't mad at it though. Like, go ahead and get your, Mike F said, get your money, man. Okay? Because Sheamus is one of those people, heel or face, I used to say, I like him. It's not like if he's one way, I like him better as one way or another. Like, it don't matter which way he goes. Anti-hero, heel or face, like, Sheamus is just one of them people that I like. I'm with him if he a heel. I'm with him if he a face. I'm with him if he in between. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? So then, I think Carrie ended up finding Miz. And Miz was, oh no. And I'm gonna say I'm looking for Adam because I need to get a leave of absence. I said, a leave of absence. He was like, my family and I'm this and this and this. And I said, not him trying to get away and talking about he got a family. So then he was like, Karen's like, so where are the Wyatts? He was like, I don't know. I told him I was gonna change my ways. And I changed my man, like they scared me straight. So then Karen was like, oh sis, well I'm still trying to get revenge on homeboy, like dude from AOP. And he was like, now you don't want to help us, we're gonna have to break your legs. So he's like, no, please, no, you know. They bring him all the way out to the ring. And I'm like, so he was like, where the Wyatt? And they come out. And in the middle of that, as soon as Miz hits Roman in the chair. And I said, oh, snap, it was a setup. And I said, hold the hell on now. So then they all going at it. Scarlett even getting Abigail or Nikki or whatever you want to call her, lift her onto the ground. I said, oh. So I said, is Miz now part of Final Testament? I'm so confused on that part. Is Miz? Like, is he heel Miz 2011 heel like Miz? And he just working with Final Testament, or is he in Final Testament? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. And then I think so then Solo tried to get Seth to join the bloodline. And Solo was like, Seth was like, Solo was like, you hate Roman Reigns, I hate Roman Reigns, basically. He's like, we can fight them together. So Seth was like, the next time I see Roman basically in the ring, I want to stomp his head. But he said, there's no way in hell I'm going to team up. He said, and I told Sami this, but I didn't tell him this. There's no way in hell I'm going to team up with Roman, let alone a wannabe Roman. And Jacob went from this to this. With a whole face and everything. He had to hold him back. And I was like, I don't know why either one of y'all thought that man was going to help y'all. So then they showed Jimmy going to Bron Breaker. And I was like, oh, I said, if he said yes, that's going to be interesting. Because I'm like, him and Jacob had a thing. If they get a solo match, I promise I'm going to be glued to the TV like this. I'm going to be mad that I blink. It's a couple of people that I want Jacob to wrestle, and Bron is one of them. I want Bron Breaker to fight Bronson Reed too. But, okay. But Bron Breaker, especially after, even before I saw them when they came to Raw. And then when Bron did what he did to Jacob did something I said, when I tell you that match is PLE worthy, just like how it was with Bron Breaker and Dragunov, I miss Dragunov being on TV. When I tell you matches like that are PLE worthy, you got PLE with Dragunov and Bronson, Jacob and Bronson, tag on Carmelo and Andrade, daggone the Meta Girls and the StormiEST Duo, okay? And then you can have one with Naomi and Tiffany, add that to that. And then you can have one with Seth and Gunther, because that's his dream match currently, okay? Then you can have one with daggone Cody and, or Randy might use out. Like, you could have, listen, that's a whole thing right there. And I know a lot of these is repeats, but they so fire, okay, that you can have them repeated and it'll still be fire, okay? And then you can have one with Nia. We could do Nia and Pam, Bailey, or we could do Nia with Liv, or we could do Nia with Raquel. Hell, I don't even care. We could do Nia versus Shayna. Or two powerhouses. We could do Nia versus Piper. I feel like Bron Breakker and Jacob will break that ring. Listen. Just listen, okay? Like, some of these have been done before. Some of these have not been done. But I feel like all the matches that I just named, PLE worthy. And I mean, if you just let them wrestle, DIY and Street Profits, we could have Candice and Bianca. I need a rematch for that ASAP. We could have a mixed tag with daggone Bianca and Montez versus Johnny and Candice. I want that to happen too, so bad. Like, listen, okay? I'm just out here spitting, man. I'm just saying stuff, like I said. I'm just out here saying stuff, but I'm just saying, okay? So then we end up having Liv and Raquel. I call them Crazy and Cool. Versus the StormiEST Duo, Jade and Bianca. It ended up being, we knew it was going to be a short because it started at 9:50. So it wasn't really a match. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got their little wingspan going thing, situation going. I don't know what happened, but it looked like Bianca almost hit Jade when they was outside of the ring. And then one point, then Nia comes out, her and Tiffany, they distract the girls. Jade almost got pinned. Bianca had, by Raquel. Bianca had to break it up. And then Bianca was like, Bianca did the KOD. No, then my girl Naomi came out. It was hitting Nia and Tiff. And I liked her gear. I ain't see it from the front, but from the side with the fur boots and stuff like that, it was cute. And then after all that, so I'm like, so then EO comes out. So StormiEST Duo retains. EO comes out. Then Jade and Bianca suplexes Nia. I was like, oh wow. EO does some double flip situation. And then that was the end of that. And it was like, you know, they setting the girls up on War Games. But I was like, who would be in the War Games though? You see what I'm saying? Like, who would be the fifth member? Cause the big three we know. But who would be the other two? That's gonna be conflict. Cause I'm like, if you get Bailey, like last time, Bianca don't rock with her. Okay? We ain't even tap into that part of the storyline. That's gonna be interesting. And I was like, low key, we could put Michin in there. But I was like, if you put EO in there with them, EO and Bianca and Bailey gotta beef. So that's layers on layers. So then Bianca did the dainty like Japanese handshake when they're real like she was like this. And EO did it back. She was like, I'm watching you. Like, we cordial now, but we done had a beef for this title, for the women's title. And now I want that tag title. Like, we cool, but we ain't cool like that. So, It was crazy. And the commentary had me weak because Wade was calling Dom the hottest man on the planet. And I was trying to figure out how Jade was ever how tall are the ropes. So like Jade jumps over him effortlessly. And I was like, I know she a baller, she got hops, but I'm like, dang. So when I seen this the end of that match, I said so far in the past 2 years, I have more tag team women together, but so far in the past 2 years, tag team women's champions, okay, champions, not just the tag teams, have been my favorite, Katana and Kaden, okay, because they were NXT Women's Championships, and I'll call them the Party Girls, okay, and then we got the StormiEST Duo, is one of my favorites, Jade and Bianca, and then we got Crazy and Cool, which is Liv and Raquel, because Liv is the crazy, okay, and then Pretty DeVille, which is Chelsea and Sonya. Like, those are my favorite, okay? That's a cute name, Pretty DeVille. But, like, those are my favorites. So, thus far, I don't know if anybody else will get the tag titles so long, and I don't know if that hit. I got to go back and look on here, because I don't know if that was an accident or what. Because everything now could seem like an accident, but it might not be an accident. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens on Friday, because I'm like, now we're getting ready for Survivor Series. And like I said, when it leads up to Survivor Series, the draft just goes to hell. It be like, everybody be on everybody's show. We don't even know, okay? We ain't going to know again until maybe after around Elimination Chamber, when we pretty much know who's on which brand, and then somebody gets switched around. But between this time Survivor Series and the Royal Rumble, it just be like everybody just be everywhere. It don't even matter what brand you on, because you could be on SmackDown today and tomorrow and next week, and then be on Raw for 2 weeks and SmackDown, and then be on NXT for 1 week. Who knows? Okay. Let me shut this down. And I'm hungry. Should I be eating this late? What time is it? I have to get a piece of fruit or something because it's too late to eat heavy. But I hope you guys have a great night. Okay? Be blessed because you are blessed. Hopefully when y'all see me, I might do a video tomorrow for NXT. If I'm not asleep, I can't wait for Deadline. That's my favorite NXT thing. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I keep saying that. I don't know if theirs is called War Games. What's theirs called? To me, theirs is better. I don't know what it's called. When they go in that booth jump for 2 minutes and then somebody come out, and then if you get pinned, you gotta go back in the booth thing. To me, that's better than War Games, honestly. Like, because, you know, they always have PLE around the same time. And if I had to choose, War Games is dope now. But that one they got on NXT, real good. I forgot the name of it. And my brain just said, it's time to go to bed. Stop thinking. Anyways, yeah. I do a video tomorrow, depending on how I'm feeling after work, and if I go to work, if my baby still doesn't feel good, I probably won't go. I gotta get, yeah, I was gonna say a side hustle, start looking for something I work from home, or travel and work or something. I don't know, but I hope you guys have a great night. And I know I said that many times, but please try to have one. Please have a good day. Don't let anything or anyone change your mood. Like, it's okay for someone to say something or you to do something maybe you might not like to do and be upset about it for a little bit, but don't let that ruin your whole day. Mistakes happen. We're all human. A lot of times when people have reactions to stuff or treat people a certain way, it has nothing to do with the person. It has everything to do with what they're going through. So don't take it too lightly. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I had to learn that the past couple years. So like, it also keeps your stress down, because there's no point in you being upset and then later on the person that might have said something to you negatively might not even feel that way when you see them later on that day and you pissed off and they feeling okay. You be like, okay, like don't let, we try to make it to a bigger age. We at our big age, if you about my age, but we try to make it to a bigger age, okay? And you can't do that stress, okay? So, yeah. Love you all. Bye.